Vande Mataram. Hello friends, I welcome you to my channel Courtroom Battles. My name is Dr. Tushar Mandlekar. I am a practicing lawyer in Bombay High Court since last 1 decade. I did my PhD in law and I used to teach law in Nagpur University. I am a socio-legal activist and a lawyer, mainly practicing in civil side in Bombay High Court, and I used to teach law 10 years ago. It's my pleasure to introduce you to this new channel named as Courtroom Battles, which will be exclusively dealing with the courtroom battles and the law. If you are a student of law or interested in enjoying any kind of things, including judgments and the courtroom battles, you are welcome to my channel. Please come and enjoy this beautiful journey of evolution of law in India. I'll be happy to answer your queries if you give your comments in the section. Please subscribe to my channel, share it, and enjoy this channel. Courtroom Battles. Welcome all of you. Today I am going to talk about the choice of a law profession. There are millions of students in India who wish to join a law profession in this country. Now the basic question is, why law? Because every human action is governed by the law, and the law field is most challenging field. There are many other faculties, like we all know, commerce, medicine, engineering, but why law? So a person who wishes to join a law field must have an urge to serve the society. But I sincerely believe that lawyer is a person who brings socio-legal change in society. By working day and night in courtrooms, he has a more responsibility as an officer of the court and also as a social legal activist. Every lawyer has to read a lot. A person who desires to be a lawyer must have an urge to perform. He also must be a vivid reader. Mind well that becoming a successful lawyer is not that easy. One has to read a lot. One has to work hard. It's a 24/7 job, my friends. There are people who dream very high and they believe that lawyers make huge amount. And their earnings are enormous. Yes, they do have. But the amount of hard work what they spend in making their name is not imagined by anybody. Unless you perform 30 years in courtroom, you do not achieve a name, fame and money what you dream of. But still, I believe law is the field which is related to each one of us in this society. A lawyer reads medicine, a lawyer reads commerce, a lawyer reads engineering, lawyer reads environment, everything. I mean, you can see the books behind me. There are a number of books of different fields. When we argue medical negligence, we read medicine. When we argue environmental law, we have to read environmental law. So there are a number of laws which are required to be read by a lawyer while performing in courtroom. So it's not that easy to become a lawyer. There are two types of courses in India. Bar Council of India has approved 5-year course and a 3-year course. A person desires to enter into a 3-year course has to have a degree first. So a person who is graduate can take admission into a 3-year course, and after 12th others can appear for the entrance exam and get admission into 5-year course. So we have 5 years integrated course of law. Then you will receive a degree, BA LLB. For 5 years, when you work hard, you become a lawyer. And in India, the moment you pass law school, you are entitled to practice in all type of courts. Fortunately, unfortunately, a fresher can also appear into Supreme Court, in High Court and in District Court as well. Many lawyers feel that this is not a good proposition, as the students who just pass out of the law school are not well versed with the law, and they should have some sort of experience before appearing into constitutional courts or before the Honorable Supreme Court. But till then, there is no such requirement of a mandatory experience of few years to appear into Supreme Court of India. So make sure that you have a liberty to appear in any court of law in this country the moment you pass the law. Now when you choose a law career, prima facie there are two types of lawyers. One is called as litigation lawyer, another is non-litigation lawyer. So a litigation lawyer is the one who actually practices in court of law and argues. A non-litigant lawyer do not necessarily go into courtrooms. So there are different fields in both the parts. To become a litigation lawyer, you have to work very hard. Drafting a petition, then filing a petition, then arguing a petition, doing a lot of research for that petition. That is all required to become a litigation lawyer. And mind well, friends, it's not that easy to become a litigation lawyer. Moreover, if you are a first generation lawyer, it takes a lot of hard work. Believe me, it takes at least 10 years to establish yourself to be a litigation lawyer. Therefore, there are many students who choose the second part, that is non-litigation field. Most of them, they intend to join big companies, intend to get a job as a law officer, or most of them, they join law firms to assist senior lawyers. The field is wide open. Anybody can join law, subject to having a law degree in this country. But not many of them become a successful lawyer. Mind well, friends, to become a successful lawyer, there are many things. What I would advise, that the moment students pass out from the law school, they should join a senior person or a senior lawyer to learn the intricacies of the law field. Most of the time, there is a procedural law which is a big hurdle in front of newcomers. How to file a petition and the various departments in law. There are courts, there are a number of departments are there. Normally, the attorneys or the law clerks, they are well versed with the procedure of the filing. So they will teach you how to file a petition, how to make the payment of court fees, making the copies of the petition, filing it to a different section, and then after filing a petition, removing the objection is the bigger challenge. So the first guru after passing your law would be the attorney or the law clerk who will teach you how to file a petition or the procedural law in filing the petition. As we know, there are a number of opportunities to practice in courtrooms when you choose to be a litigation lawyer. In India, there are constitutional courts like Supreme Court of India and High Courts. At the same time, we have district courts. Then subordinate courts, where supervisory powers of the High Courts can be exercised in every state. They can also be practiced. Like we all know, there are district courts, JMFC courts, then Mamledar courts, then Tahsildar, then even a district magistrate. So there are statutory appeals which can be heard by the various authorities apart from courtrooms. Quasi judicial authorities and judicial authorities are there, which are created by most of the laws. So we have lot of opportunities to practice. In addition to that, we have 19 tribunals in this country which are functioning in different acts, popularly known as National Green Tribunal. This tribunal works for the protection of the environment. Then we have service tribunals, Central Administrative Tribunals and Maharashtra Administrative Tribunals, CAT and MAT, where the service law is being practiced. Government servant, when he suffers some arbitrary decisions or he needs to address his grievance, he has to go to the service tribunals. Then we have income tax tribunals. The appeal in income tax can be heard. Then we have railway tribunal. Then we have National Consumer Dispute Commissions, New Delhi. The consumer law itself is a law which gives three kinds of courts: the Consumer District Forum, the State Commission and the National Commission at New Delhi. So consumer cases are also widely being contested all over the country. Then we have RERA, which is also a new quasi judicial authority created for the purpose of addressing the grievances of the home buyers. Then we have NCLT, company law tribunals, where the company matters are being taken. Then we have electricity tribunals, Maharashtra Electricity Regulatory Commission and Central Electricity Regulatory Commission. The orders of these commissions are challenged into appellate tribunal, APTEL, which is popularly known in, which is in New Delhi. So number of opportunities are available for the litigation lawyers in this country. And a lawyer has to perform in all fronts. So there is no dearth of opportunities, my dear friends. Once you pass out from a law college, you have huge opportunities. The question before you should be, which field you choose? Now, most of the students are confused. They do not know where to go, in spite of having a law degree in their hand. I would advise them to think over where exactly you want to go. If you need to specialize yourself, then there are postgraduate law courses, popularly known as LLM. After law, you can join postgraduate course and become a master of law. And as we all know, there are more than 10 such faculties or the expert fields where master degrees can be obtained. I did my masters in criminal law. So there are opportunities to to enter into master's degree. You can do masters in business law, that's corporate law. You can do masters in criminal law. You can do masters in environmental law. You can do masters in international law. So after obtaining a master's degree, students can also choose to appear for the examination and then be research scholar so as to have the PhD. If you want to choose to go into academics, you need to have a PhD. So after masters, you can do your PhD into a specialized field, and then you have to pass NET/SET exam. So career for a lawyer can also be a career of a professor when he teaches a law. There are a number of national law schools in this country where they need good teachers. If you are well versed with the law and your vocabulary is good, you can be a teacher of law, you can be a professor of law. You only need to clear an examination, it is NET or SET. So there is a career which is also open as a professor of law. There are a lot of opportunities in non-litigating field also. As we all know, government offices and various government departments as well as corporate offices, they require law officers. So you can become a law officer and get a very good job in any of these organizations. We all know in banks also we need such kind of law officers. And if you want to be a self-sufficient non-litigating lawyer, then there are a number of other opportunities also. For example, there are convincing deeds. When a lawyer has to draft sale deeds, agreement to sell, and all such kind of deeds. A lawyer also has to draft various kind of agreements. So these non-litigating lawyers are also very busy. In company law, they are very well required, and their importance is nothing less than company secretaries or chartered accountants. Because we all know that when big deals are happening, when the mergers are happening, when agreements are happening, those agreements are required to be well drafted. So smart researchers and knowledgeable persons are required in this non-litigating field also. There are a number of lawyers who are practicing in real estate when they are drafting all such kind of agreement to sales, sale deeds, relinquishment deeds, will deeds, everything. So these are all also required to be drafted very well. And mind well, these people are also making huge money. So there is an opportunity for non-litigating lawyers to perform in such kind of fields. There are search reports which are required when the loans are required to be disbursed by banks, and these search reports are also done by non-litigating lawyers. Apart from becoming a professor of law, you can also try out all these fields. In addition to that, one of the most important field is to become a judge. In India, after passing law school, you can also pass the MPSC exam and get yourself inducted into judiciary. JMFC judges are being recruited every year, and there is a MPSC advertisement. PSC exam is required to be cleared, and to my knowledge there is no such requirement of a 5 years experience to become a junior level judge. So you also have an opportunity to become a JMFC judge. After 6 pay commission and 7 pay commissions, I am being told that these judges also have a very good salary. So after passing a law school, there are a number of opportunities, dear friends, which can be encashed. You can join anything. There is no limit in law field. There is no limit to earning also when you enter into courtrooms. Make sure you work very hard. The career option is required to be chosen after considering all these points and after discussing with people around you. I advise all of you to take advice of your seniors or discuss all these factors before entering into a law profession. You can be a successful lawyer, there is no doubt. But the ultimate requirement is hard work. There is no substitute for the hard work in this field. Whether you become a litigant or a non-litigant lawyer, you have to work very hard. So all the best from my side to all of you who intend to join law as a profession. I welcome all of you from bottom of my heart in the legal field. All the best. Jai Hind.